YouTube, what's going on? Scarface, the Semen in the building. In this video, I'm going to talk about the benefits that I've received on 150 days of semen retention, and the benefits I also believe that you can experience as you continue on this journey. So 150 days, my longest streak ever. But yeah, let's get into it. I've kept some paper today because in the first video I didn't have a paper, so I missed out some points. So obviously, I'm not going to be covering everything in this video, but this is just from my experience. So firstly, strength. And that's mental strength. I believe mental strength is superior to physical strength, because physical strength eventually for all men, whether we like it or not, diminishes as after we pass a certain age, and it diminishes as we get older. So mental strength is increased, and that obviously helps your discipline, meditation, reading. You can do more difficult things because you're practicing semen retention. Semen retention is one of the most difficult things to do as a man. Giving up that desire for sex, or giving up that urge for sex, and also fasting is also a difficult thing to do. But also, I'm also superior physically. Every time I practice semen retention, I end up hitting more PBs in the gym. I can do push-ups for longer. I can do pull-ups for longer. Whatever it is, I'm superior physically as well. I'm an athlete, so that's definitely a huge benefit for me. So strength in all regards is increased. And other people can feel that, because strength is something that other people can feel. Another benefit, for me, more vivid dreams. We all dream every night, but we don't always remember our dreams. And essentially, I follow my dreams. I'm a dreamer. I haven't got a video on it yet, but it's coming soon. If you don't remember your dreams, essentially you're being robbed, because you're being robbed of an opportunity to have an experience at night. And why wouldn't you want to have an experience at night that you can learn from and that can help you grow and benefit you in the physical world? So I get dreams and it points me in a certain direction, or it gives me a certain idea, or I get experiences that I haven't experienced in the real world. So it's kind of like I'm living two lives. So it's definitely benefit to that. My dream recall's increased. The dreams are more detailed. So yeah, that's from my experience. And that's kind of tied into the spiritual growth point I'm going to mention later. Laser focus. You are more focused on semen retention. You are more driven. So you're going to be working harder, whether that's for your career, your job, or whether it's for your own personal journey. You're going to be working harder, because semen retention just gives you that focus. Because a lot of the time as guys, we spend so much time and focus on women and focusing on that, but really the goal of semen retention is about strength and changing your life and transforming your life. So yeah, definitely more focused. From my experience, the best times that when it comes to my entrepreneurship journey, I've been on this about 3-4 years now. I've experienced the most growth and success when I've been practicing semen retention. My very first venture, I had a girlfriend, and it was very difficult really trying to grow my business, because she was asking for more time. She recognized that I was spending more time at work, that kind of thing. And it became a thing, oh, you're spending more time at work than me, I'm not a priority, blah, blah, blah. Oh, all of that stuff's out the window when you're semen retention. You haven't got to worry about that. You can really just hone in and really get focused on whatever you're working on. Again, next benefit, God tier energy. That's what I love to call it. You definitely have higher energy, because if you release, your energy is reduced. There's no debate about that. It's just a fact. You're not spilling your seed onto your lap. That's the worst thing. You're not spilling your seed into a plastic sack, which is, after that. And you're not spilling it into a woman, which is actually benefits for the woman if you're giving her your seed. Like, if you think about it, if you went 100 days without retaining, and then you now gave your seed to a woman, she's getting 100 days of your cultivated energy. It takes, the process is called spermatogenesis. It takes about 2 months, 60 to 70 days for a sperm cycle, a full sperm cycle, so for the sperm to fully mature. So if you're going to produce a child, for example, I would suggest waiting at least 60 days before you give your seed to a woman, because if you're anything under that, it's gonna be an inferior specimen. So yeah, and there's numerous benefits. The woman gets your energy. I actually talk about this in a different video of what happened when I released into a woman. I didn't produce a child at that time, but yeah, it is what it is. And yeah, in alignment with the God tier energy, you're going to require less sleep. That's one of my favorite benefits. Even just the other night, I slept at around 1:30, 2 a.m. and I was up 5:30 naturally, just because I just can't sleep in, even though it was a night of drinking. But I'm going to get onto that, man. We got to quit that shit. Willpower is strengthened. And I mentioned this in a previous video. Your willpower is just your ability to say, I will do X, and doing that thing. Every time you do that thing that you say you will do, your willpower is strengthened. Every time you don't do that thing that you say you will do, your willpower is weakened. That's why it's important to be a man of your word. Whatever you say you will do, always do it. If you go back on your word, especially with a woman, she's going to lose respect for you. It's happened to me. I've done it. So you must always do things. So my willpower has strengthened to the level of the fact that now I don't use alarm clocks. I haven't used alarm clocks for like a year or two. Now, if I want to wake up, I don't even do this anymore, but if I want to wake up at a specific time, I just say before I sleep, I say I will wake up at 5 a.m. And that is the time that I will wake up. Like, it's crazy. I don't need an alarm. I just check my watch and it's 5 a.m. That's just how it happens. But now I just wake up naturally between 5 and 7, between 4 and 7 to be fair, depending on the night, depending on the time I slept, kind of thing. And speed of implementation, I want to talk about this point, and that's essentially just doing things quickly. I believe when you're on semen retention, you take instant action. You do things quicker. You don't deliberate. We procrastinate on a lot of decisions and stuff. When you're on semen retention, it's like, no, now. Taking action. Your masculine energy is increased. So, yeah. Next point, the ability to see people. When you're on semen retention, I believe your powers of perception are increased. You can see the different types of women, you can see the different types of men, and if you already have high levels of perception, practicing semen retention will increase that further. So you can look into someone's eyes and get an idea of them pretty much instantly. So yeah, that's definitely a huge benefit for me, because you can sort of know who to avoid and who to sort of welcome, because there's a lot of people out here that you don't really want to be connecting with all the time. Next benefit, faster bounce back rate, faster recovery. This more pertaining to things like the gym, or let's say you had an accident and you were injured, you're going to recover faster. And when I actually wrote this point, I was actually thinking about alcohol. I'm going to be quitting it. We got November coming up, so we've got to make some sacrifices. Retaining your seed is not enough. You got to definitely drop something, and I'm going to be dropping alcohol because I've been drinking a little bit too much this month. But yeah, after I drink alcohol, usually it will knock me out. Depending on how much I drink, it will knock me out for a day or two. But now I've got a fast bounce back rate. Like, I get up and I'm still performing the next day, unlike before. So in any sort of way that you need to bounce back or recover, when you're practicing semen retention, because you've retained your energy, you're going to be recovering at an accelerated rate. And yeah, people can feel your energy whilst you're on semen retention, but they don't know that it's attributed to semen retention. That's what I made in that video. People don't know that you're practicing semen retention. So people can feel your energy, of course they can, but they just think this is a man of vitality, this is a man of strength. That's all they're going to be thinking. It's not going to be like, where does he get this energy from, or that kind of thing. And you can, again, in line with the perception point, you can also feel other people's energy better. That's one of the benefits of semen retention. And I wrote this point, nerfing your energy. I love Dragon Ball Z. It's got to be my favorite anime. And in Dragon Ball Z, Goku, the main character, he's a very powerful individual, but all the other Saiyans, they learn to control their energy when they're around other people, so people can't sort of read their power level. You don't want to be going around showing everybody that you're a fucking Super Saiyan, because it's just going to attract certain things to you that you don't want. So Goku, learn from the Saiyans, essentially, that's what I'm saying, and learn to control your energy and essentially nerf your energy so you don't attract anything negative towards you and things like that. So that's what they did. And it's also in line with resisting the urge to show off. Like when you're on semen retention, you're gonna have all this energy. You don't really want to just go about showing everyone, yo, I've got all this energy, ha ha ha. Like, bro, someone will really just pull out a gun on you, bro. Like, people really don't have your best interest in mind. So find different ways to express yourself. And I do that through the gym. I do that through whatever form of expression you can. But I'm an athlete. I like going in the gym. And if you want to show off, the gym's the best place to do it. Get on the pull-up bar. Get on those push-ups, do whatever you want to do. Another benefit, sublimation of sex drive. This is one of my favorite benefits. I genuinely do not want to release. Like, if you're addicted to porn, you're addicted to sex, you want to release all the time, you want to release. But when you get past a certain level on semen retention, you don't want to release. I don't want to release. I don't want to watch porn. Even if I see an attractive lady, yeah, I might think, oh, wow, she's attractive. I wouldn't give her my seed. Like, I don't want to release. Like, that's definitely one of my favorite benefits. The urge or desire is completely sublimated. It's completely eradicated, and I'm focused. So it's the sort of sex drive is removed from your lower regions, your root chakra or whatever, and it's raised upwards because you're focusing on other things. You've got other focuses. So yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite benefits. The urge to release is completely gone, and it's great. And tied into that is spiritual growth. If you're into that, I'm into it. So law of attraction, manifesting faster, achieving your dreams, achieving your goals. You're not feeding your flesh anymore. Same with fasting. When you're eating your meat, you're feeding your flesh. You're feeding your flesh, and the less you feed your flesh, the more spiritual you become. So when you're on semen retention, you're not feeding your flesh. It's an honorable sacrifice, and it's a necessary sacrifice. And yeah, I believe it's helped me spiritually. Tied into the dreams is why I dream more whilst I'm on semen retention. I dream less when I consume alcohol, or to be honest, even sometimes when I consume marijuana, I'll dream less. So those things. But yeah, damn, yeah, this is definitely the longest video. But yeah, those are some of the benefits that I've experienced. Let's go. Let's get it. Stay on the journey.